Somebody said that Brooklyn needed a little balance. I think we found it. The change niggas pitching, we found it all in the fountain. To the top we mountain. At the top we bigger than mountains. Take it, shit, we bouncing. Ain't no making no damn announcement. Said I gotta get it. Gotta have it, don't you forget it. Steady representing. It's a habit, I'll never quit it. Got a lot of carrots and snow bunnies. Never committed, watch me murder.
Alright, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Brooklyn's Balance. You guys said you needed that balance, and we are here with it. Today, you are sitting with me yet again, your host, Meekz.
It's your boy Zayy Strong back again.
And today we have a guest. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
What's up? My name Muchie. And
Not the deep voice, go ahead.
it's the regular voice.
That's the Barry White.
That's the regular voice.
That's the Barry White.
Right?
It's the regular voice. It's Muchie, man. I'm from the Star. Just here to have fun and discuss topics with my family and friends.
So tell them a little bit about yourself. What you do, why you wanted to sit here, and how do we know each other?
Well, first and foremost, we know each other. I'll start there. My cousin Zayy. He invited me to a lot of his events, where he's promoting tickets, and it's all for her. I thought it was for him, but he's doing it for her. You know what I'm saying? And every time I come, it's always love. It's always giving me samples.
Always feed you, right?
Always feed me. That's the one thing I can say. She'll feed you.
She good for me.
She'll give you. She gonna give you a plate. It's gonna be a plate, a big plate too.
Very country-like.
Then it's like, do I want to buy a plate? I just got this big ass plate from her. And then she giving you treats. Like, yo, try this. How this taste? I'm like, yo, I'll be a little taste dummy. Like, let me get that. Feel me? But so I met him. I met her through Zayy, and why I wanted to be up here is like I always wanted to be in front of the cameras, and like I see my cousin shining.
You wanted to be all in the videos.
All in the videos.
Showtime Mooch.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, let me get up here. Like, let me just, just get the feel of it, just to, say I did it, and that's about it, and then discussing, hot topics and stuff. I told, we talk about stuff all the time. So I told him, he was like, yo, maybe one day I'm gonna get you up here. I'm gonna go holler at
I told you one day, son, it take a little bit of time. You
know,
gotta get screened in.
I was in a,
you gotta go through the screening process.
Every time she put a post up, I'm answering it, like trying to get her attention, like, yo, put me up here.
He was interviewing.
But not saying that, just answering everything.
Yo, all right, so today, the topic we're doing is originality dead? So with this topic, I want to talk about certain things, and I felt like you would fit perfectly for this conversation. So the first thing I want to talk about was TV shows. I find like there's a lot of TV shows that everything is being remade. Like, for example, well, that's not being remade. Never mind. I was about to say Tigger's Rap City from the Basement, but he actually just brought it back. More so like Fresh Prince. That's being redone.
Honestly, though, I hate it. I hate it. It's like we don't have any fresh ideas. We take the old ideas and they want to make everything gritty now. So it's like Fresh Prince was a comedy. Mm-hmm. I was watching, like, you caught your lessons. You know what I'm saying? You learned what you had to learn, but it was at the end of the day, it was a comedy. You was laughing with Will. Mm-hmm. This new Fresh Prince on Peacock, I can't laugh with Will. It's too real. I feel like they really going, like, it's too real. It feels like a soap opera or something. I can't deal with it.
You got Carlton.
It's not what I'm here for. He doing drugs, like
come on,
coked out Carlton.
A coked out Carlton, a fake coke. He's crushing up pills and
my son Carlton was the square with the. You know what I'm saying? It's
I mean, he's still a square. I feel like it's just a modern day square. It fits now. Like, I like that remake. I just brought that up as an example, but for me, like, I like that. I feel like it does. It definitely does fit. But like, I just don't like how everything that you watch is a remake. Like, how many Love and Hip Hops do we need? How many real housewives? I can't watch none of that.
At this point, they're not even married to the rappers anymore. It's just that was his girlfriend for 4 months.
You know, the only thing I'll be most worried about, I'll be thinking about,
what's up?
Where is that music? Where's all that music
the
that they be doing?
The hip hop part of it? It's only when you go to certain places. Like, I find when they do New York sometimes, like, you get most of the music from
talking
New
about,
York.
I have never heard no Scrappy this, no Jock this.
Well, they did at the beginning, remember?
But no new one, like, to be out here to be.
That's how they got on the show, because at one point in time, their names was big. The thing about it is now.
But when were they big? 06 and
Jock was hot for a whole summer. That's it. It was a whole summer. We was out here just wilding.
Meaning at the it was going down. It was going down.
We was the whole time. We was wilding.
Nobody does it.
But I'm gonna be real with you. That and the insult joint he did, the Hot Boys, pulling them out. Point them out. You remember it, son?
I really let that go.
I'm drawing a blank.
I'm not gonna hold you.
No, but I let them go.
Hot Styles and Young Jock. It's one of the funniest songs that you're ever gonna hear, bro.
I gotta go. Yeah.
If you with it, then I'm with it. Point them out. That shit fire.
But I'm just like, I feel like there's too, like, nobody can come up with anything new that's original. Like, a big thing for me is a lot of the web series. I find like all of them is the same. All of the Tubi movies is the fucking same. Everybody's shooting, or everybody, I feel like, honestly, is piggybacking off of what Money and Violence
They're riding the wave.
But it's like, when we're going to get something fresh where somebody can sit down and go, oh, okay, like, this is a decent, you know what I mean?
But it's two parts to that, though, because when fresh stuff come out, most people don't even watch it. They're not even rocking with it. So it's like, it don't even get the opportunity to really put on because everybody wants to see the same thing. And I feel like that's really the problem. It's like everybody is so okay with liking the same thing so we can have these
So it's like the algorithm, right?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
To me, the algorithm and
like,
then they...
It's like people tell you the show fire, so you gotta watch it. And then everybody they're watching the same thing, but nobody's trying nothing new.
It's crazy.
Until everybody tells them that the new thing is fire.
And then when they say that this is corny, it's a wrap.
Over.
Another thing that I feel like we going back to, but this always happens all the time, fashion with clothing. Like we're wearing a lot of the things we was doing before, like bucket hats, Pradas. I remember when my mom used to get on me like, you can't have that. You can't tell me nothing now.
Yo, do you remember the jokes about if your pants was tight on you?
Yo, craziness, bro.
Listen.
If you can see somebody's socks.
Oh my God, hot waters.
You get taught right now. If somebody's socks is out, you like,
I see you over there sweats
with the SpongeBob socks.
This boy was 6'4", right? He was like, "Yo, you probably wear the same size sweats as me." I was like, "What size are those?" He's like, "Medium." I said, "No, I can't do that."
Well, I don't know why they doing that, son.
I said, "I can't do that. You 6'4", how you doing that?
I got the gist of it. Where it's like wear clothes that fit, because you know what I'm saying. They look good. I get it in some aspects, but it's clothes that fit. Not clothes that, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not supposed to be like,
yo,
like you shouldn't be as a man. You shouldn't be jumping into your jeans.
But I'm trying to figure out which era was that, because even like in the 80s when you had like crisscross, we was wearing bigger clothes. Even down to
I'm talking about 2000, right?
I'm about to say because if you look at old school dudes,
2000 we was baggy.
If you look at Rick James and them. Oh, they was skin tights.
Oh no, they was zesty.
They was skin tights.
They was questionable.
And they was getting all the girls. Prince looked like a whole woman.
Mm-hmm.
And they was still like, he is the sexiest.
Oh my God.
And that man wore blouses.
I mean,
and halter tops.
With the flary joints at the
But wrist. I don't see nobody repeating that right now.
Women are trying to bring the halter top back for men, I promise you.
Rihanna got the ass out in the underwear, so
I've watched women do the women be like, "Oh my God, I wish men would be more comfortable."
It goes by, I'm like, "Oh nah, she's wilding." I said, "Oh, she's
with the ass out for y'all."
And they got a large nigga
so
doing
weird,
it. Like, you know, they got like it's crazy how much are they paying for these
They gonna
shots?
do this. They gonna show it. And they're gonna have a bunch of girls comment, "Oh my God, I love guys like that. I wish men were more secure to do stuff like that." And here we go.
Oh, I ain't say no more.
She girls like that. Rompers.
No way.
Everybody said they were rompers.
Go. So
they had us wearing rompers, bro.
Ago. You had a romper?
Hell no.
So then,
but it was too many for my comfort.
But they not bothering you.
It was bothering me,
bro. Whatever.
Why are y'all wearing that?
Whatever. But as far as like
clothing, boys is wearing that shit with the off the shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Like, a romper and a jump and overalls is two different things.
Yeah, but those was rompers. Those was they were called the rompers.
Oh man,
I don't think that's what they was.
We could Google it.
I'm not Googling that. I'm not Googling that.
Google it.
And another thing, like what I realize they keep sitting doing, it's not really so much fashion, but like you probably don't go outside. You don't go outside.
I don't go outside, but I watch outside from my window. I know what they doing.
You messed my Google up.
So you see a Freaknik party outside your window?
Yo, but hold on, Freaknik coming back is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
No, his window you might see that.
Freaknik coming back, yeah, bro. My neighborhood, wow.
Man, please,
my neighborhood, wow. You
don't
know what you gonna see out there.
No, I'm not.
12 News.
They just throw parades by themselves. Like, what's the holiday? It's today.
They got their own barricades. They just stop in the street.
It's today, bro. What happened, bro?
No, I'm talking about like all these throwback Freaknik parties and these Uncle Luke parties when they talk about dress up like how your mama was. And I'm like, I don't want to dress up how Miss Campbell was
because
dressed.
Yo, A lot of older
You mean
people
with
always
that
go.
nightgown?
A lot of people
No,
always go.
wearing,
Your style not cool. Your style not. Your style's
nightgown
overly
with them
slippers, right?
with
You would
the-
think that, right? You would
right?
think it's the nightgown, right?
No.
But then you see the old pictures with the 4 dudes and.
That's
you
what I'm
like,
talking about.
yo, who
Back in
mama
the
is
days
that
with
with
like
they
Uncle
face
Luke
in
and
the-
all of them when they was in Atlanta
Well,
doing
wildin',
freak
bro.
with the short shorts.
Yo,
and
them
the
parties
big
was
earrings
crazy,
and
son.
The 40s, drinking the 40s.
Oh, yeah,
That's
the
what
girls
I'm
drinking
talking
it,
about.
yeah,
Bringing
yeah.
Bro,
those
Don't be a
parties.
menace and all
the
that.
pictures. The pictures.
Nah, I ain't
go
seen no pictures. I
wild,
gotta go
bro.
watch it.
You gotta go to a
The
Freak
pictures
Nick
go
party.
Gotta go to
wild,
one?
bro.
They be bringing them back. They was like, oh, this is Freak Nick.
At
Or when they throw like old school dress from the 80s and everybody got to come back and dress like they from the 80s or the 2000s. Like,
that really,
I mean, ain't that
that's
not
the
a bad
vibe right
thing?
now. It's the vibe right now.
but that's what we continuously keep it. We can't come up with a new theme for a party.
I'm not. When we was kids, did we do 70s parties? I don't think we did 70s parties.
We did something with Grease.
Nah.
Everybody was
In
doing
like
John
junior
Travolta,
high school, bro.
But that was
That was the
time.
parties we threw.
We
that was
wasn't
parties.
doing-
That was parties teachers threw.
Remember, we had R. Kelly. If we was throwing parties, those wasn't proper parties
What
to
about
be
R.
going
Kelly?
to. That was what we had at that time. If you talk about like high school, you can't throw no. You remind me of my
Yo,
Jeep parties.
those are the best parties though because you had the 2 different dances.
But-
you had the ones on the wall where the dudes were just standing there.
Oh, that was
we had
me.
dance back then. And then you had the overcommitters who was in the middle of the floor clearing the dance floor out. Doing the whole love
Dancing
scene.
bottoms.
You like, bro, what is happening right now?
They was making love.
Why? Why
Remember
are you
leaving with your
gyrating like
jeans
this?
all faded?
It'd be a rap song. Why you dancing like that?
Nah, we definitely used to just be horny. That's what the problem.
Who
Niggas
made you
was-
like that? The girl just laying there. Why are you letting us do this to you?
Just-
Make better decisions.
Yeah, but the Jamaicans is worse. How about them
But
jumping and elbowing them? People
They
elbowing them
doing
into
like
the
wrestling moves. They
power
have the
bombing them
score.
off of 10
Like
speakers.
they see high speakers and they take it as a challenge. They're like, oh, you put 3 speakers up, I'm climbing them.
They would have bodied them crates.
I've been to a lot of parties and
Oh, they was
I
elite
ain't
with the
never
Crips.
had
Oh no, they
nobody
was elite. No
jump
shoes.
off and do nothing. I've never been to those.
You
things.
ain't never been to a party where somebody jumped across the dance floor?
No,
Then you ain't been at the right parties.
I have. I've been to
I'll
all.
see a party.
I'll
with-
be at every reggae and soca party and ain't nobody doing
I
that.
watch clothes
Not-
get
no
ripped
fats, none
from
of that.
strangers. I've watched somebody rip a stranger's whole dress and she was perfectly fine with it. and in
Perfectly
my
fine.
mind, I'm like, you're dumb as hell. You gotta go home like that. You don't even know this man.
And then you see them
You just
outside.
met him.
Can't even get a cab.
So I said, I had a good time. I had a good
I don't know why I
time.
said
Can I
that
get your
with both
sweater?
of them.
Like,
Really
no,
do.
stupid.
I don't even know
It's
you.
cold.
They gonna shoot soon. You better get out of
Man,
here.
you better get out of here. They about to shoot.
That's how you know the party's over. They gonna shoot
His
soon.
baby mother went back to the club again. You know what he's
If,
going to
if
you know what
it's
he
less
gonna
than
do.
50 people in the party, they're shooting soon. The shots
sure.
are coming.
Anyway, lingo. You feel like they bring it back old lingo you was using before?
I remember we never used to use bro. We used to use like son.
I
like
think
New York.
I do it on purpose sometimes. Just to kind of feel funky.
I'm not fucking with you. Go ahead. Back to what you were
I
saying.
call somebody
No,
a
because,
drive ass
like-
turkey.
I just
No, I'm talking about us. Like when we was in junior high school and when we was in high school, like there's words that they saying now that I'm sitting there like, oh, what the fuck? Like they bringing back certain culture shit. Like what was I watching the other day on TikTok? On TikTok, a parent did a video where she did all the old school dance. They not old school because
the heel toe and
these
the
were
bruck
shits
up.
we was
They
doing.
old school now, nigga.
And then the kids was trying to redo the
We had to
jerk.
realize
Ain't no 3
And they
O's.
The
didn't
jerk,
understand how to do
the
the
jerk.
jerk.
Oh
but
my
y'all
God,
sitting
like,
here
you can't
doing
walk backwards?
TikTok? Like, why are you doing these unrhythm,
Nah, but that
uncoordinated fucking TikToks?
Yo, you
that
know-
shit, and I'm a dancer, and I can't get with the TikTok shit. I'm like, why are we half a beat fucking off?
Yo,
And why
speaking
is
of
it 20
TikToks, bro,
years?
did you realize how many old songs they took and just tried to just steal them?
and just put a faster beat to it so they
just
can
had
rock their
somebody
hips.
else singing
and-
on top of
and-
it. They was like, oh, that's that Billie Eilish song. No, it's
No.
not.
No,
You know
no.
what we call
How
it?
about they be like, yo, how you know that song? I'm like, are you stupid?
Yo, I heard somebody tell me that Nelly stole a song. I said, I'm sorry, he stole what? He stole that song Hot in Here. I heard it on somebody else's track. I said, are you shitting
Nah,
me?
they dumb.
It's his sample. He's on the sample.
That's like Jersey mixes. Remember when they came out with Jersey mixes around
That's
the
for the
same
club
time?
mix. Yeah, that
and
was
the
for the party.
Baltimore club
Yeah.
mixes. That's all that was. It was slowing it
Now
and
look, that
speeding
Baltimore
it the fuck
music, you know, the
down.
other one they got, that shit hard.
Yo, y'all
What
remember
other
the
one?
Chopped and Screw era?
Yeah.
How did we listen to that?
It was Ludacris' fault.
Like,
Yeah,
And
was-
T-Pain.
nah, he made a song
Nah,
called
T-Pain
Chopped
was-
and Screw.
No, but
he wasn't actually making Chopped and
yes,
Screwed
there's
music.
a couple of songs that
Like,
he did that was definitely
Paul
shot.
Wall
When I listen-
and Slim Thug and
When I listen back, sometimes I'd be like, what is this, bro? What were we doing back then?
You understand?
And then how
Did you look at what we was wearing?
Dance music. We were full out dance routine people.
Yes.
Like
Man,
the Superman is a full routine. Like when I was a kid, I'm like, oh, it's a dance move. It's not a dance move. It is a series of coordinated movements that you and all your friends know.
I'll go.
We are damn near the Ginyu Force.
Yeah, get up and do it. Let me see how.
We gotta get up.
Nah, I forgot how it went.
But all right, so boom.
How we go? Because I'm like, I'm listening to the words.
It started
off
with the crisscross, right?
Right.
It was the crisscross, right?
I think you
with the legs. You know what I'm saying? Soldier boy up in this. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like a coordination.
Remember?
Yeah.
Then they took the leg off, pop it, up, and then you flipped it out.
Man, that
with
hole.
them franchise
Bro,
boys?
because first of all, I lived down south when them things came out. My t-shirt was down to my ankles, bro.
That's a fact.
And they thought I was so
With
cool.
them young Jeezy joints. We was out here with them.
Now, you know who I couldn't get with? I was never a Jeezy fan. So when everybody was wearing them snowman shirts, I was like, I
Oh, nah.
just don't
I had
like
every
it.
color.
I was in my crib. I'm a
Every color.
TRABSTR. That's not how you spell that.
How did that work out?
That's not how you spell
That's
that.
like spelling fabulous. He got me real fucked
I'm
up.
not
I
gonna-
can't spell it.
I'm
I gotta
not-
spell it.
I
Nah,
love
you
Fab,
only
right? Fab, you the
That's the
GOAT.
OG. So.
But I lost points on the
give a
spelling test
damn.
because of you, son.
you
That
don't.
part, I still be
I
doing
lost
that.
points on the
Leave
spelling
myself
test because of my
out.
guy.
Or like when Elephant Man had you spelling Jamaica, he was like, how the hell you spell it?
I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't know it was that letter in there.
When I was a kid,
What letter I didn't know?
When I was a
One of
kid,
them letters
bro,
I didn't know was in it. And I
was a
still don't
kid,
know
I
all the
didn't know.
time.
I couldn't understand nothing they were saying.
You couldn't.
I couldn't understand nothing they
I didn't
were
need to
saying.
because the rhythm was good.
That's all
and I
we
just get
knew.
a dub. That's
Bro,
it.
My pops
Until
was-
Sean Paul came
My
out.
pops pulled up
When
in
Sean
the whip.
Paul came out,
His speakers was in the
then
truck.
we started knowing
His
the
truck
words.
just rattling. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know what the people talking about. I'm in the car. I
Now,
don't know what's happening, bro.
That video, and you don't like it? She said,
Come on, bro. Because I
video?
feel where she coming
girl,
from.
when she go,
but not.
cinnamon bun, cinnamon bun. And he
bro,
said, stop
yo,
Oh, the
saying
girl
that.
that doing it wrong, the Spanish chick. She said, "What's that song called?"
But you know what it
Now that shit
is.
fire. That's how we know
as
it
a
though.
full American person, that's how I heard it, bro. I could not understand what these people were saying. It wasn't until it was so cool that you had to do it. You had to understand it, or you was just a lame.
Yo.
It got to the point where if you went to the party and they played the music and you sitting on side, I don't know what that is. They'd be like, "Oh wow, you don't get no bitches." How does that even correlate? But that's how
I used to
bad it
get
got.
it in. I ain't
Like
gonna
it
lie.
became a trend where it was like reggae music was the definitive party music. Took
For
over
a
all
long
the
time.
parties. Took over
all my
all-
high school years. Ain't
That
gonna
was
lie.
the best part of the party. They only played
Where you went
rap
to high school at?
when you was walking in.
I went to Cobble Hill.
Oh, you was down there. Them niggas was
Marijuanas.
always getting into trouble. They getting locked up right in the
Oh,
right
just-
across from the damn prison.
Just
Like,
walking
why
right,
was y'all
just walking
retarded
right
like
downtown.
that?
That's
Yeah,
it.
I was living crazy. I was out in Coney Island. We was a little different.
Yeah, damn.
I
From
ain't
there,
hear much about Coney
getting into
Island.
trouble.
Nah,
wound
Lincoln
up
was going crazy. Shout out to Lincoln.
I wound
Oh,
up
y'all
going
had
to,
basketball games. I used to
Lincoln
be
was
there.
going crazy.
I used to be.
I went to
there.
school with Lance too.
What, Stevenson?
Yeah.
Everybody did.
Then I went to Cobble Hill. I mean, Campus Magnet in Queens.
I heard of that. I was at Murrow, so we
Andrew
always
Jackson,
had
for those who don't know
the
what that
greatest
is.
parties. When I tell you Murrow heads was always everywhere, you say the
Morrow.
Murrow heads.
Only
and-
people that went to Murrow say that.
You ready?
Yo,
You ready?
my father went there.
Now,
It's a couple
now,
of
if you
people
went to Sheepshead,
that came out of-
I can validate you because Sheepshead
What?
really turned up.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Sheepshead really turned up.
First of all,
I ain't never heard people say
shout out
Murrow
to
get
all
crazy.
my Edward R. Murrow. You don't have to because Beyonce's main
You know what I'm
dancer
saying?
is
Boys and
Slick
girls.
from Ringmasters.
All right, so y'all talented.
You
Don't mean,
st- and we was
it
out
don't
there,
mean
we
y'all fun.
taking it far. Y'all ain't doing nothing. How many
Boys
of
and
your
girls
niggas is
didn't want
locked
me.
up?
None.
All of them niggas in that school.
My homies got houses out here.
Everybody else I did. We had flex in Brooklyn on
Lincoln
lock.
makes scholars
All of
and
the flex
athletes.
girls.
Nah, that's a fact.
All of the flex
Not the
girls
flex
was
girls,
from
but-
Edward R. Murrow. Every last
know about
one of
And that's
them.
why Flex ain't nowhere right now.
First of all,
When
you
the
know
last
you
time-
want
Nah,
to
they are.
What did the last time
They
you
on
was
caffeine.
mad. They
on
still be
caffeine.
doing that. You're
Heard?
bugging. Right?
They on caffeine.
You're bugging.
You wildin'.
He's a hater,
They on caffeine. I
son.
swear.
And they got
dance battles,
contracts.
bro.
They
Go
get
watch it.
paid.
What's caffeine, bro?
What do you
Caffeine's
mean?
a-
Don't
it's an app.
violate
What
smack
is
like
it? It's an
that.
app, right?
Don't do that.
All right, now I'm asking.
I don't know if they.
I'm
and
asking
they
an
getting
honest to
paid
God
too
question.
because they got a bag.
I'm asking an honest to God question.
Go ahead. Cause it's on my phone right now. Go
Of the
ahead.
percentage of people in
Go
this
ahead, so
great
we can
city,
tell them.
in this great city we have,
A lot of them.
how many do you think have that app?
1 million.
Caffeine is millions.
Yes. Yes,
look.
a million
They got
people have
comedy
it.
on it.
You're bugging.
They got.
Bro,
they
y'all
got.
are just
Why?
promoting
First of all,
yourself.
we're not even about to talk about that because I've been trying to get through with the licenseship with
nah,
caffeine.
you
So
might be
what
able to
you're
do
not
it.
gonna do is talk about that.
That's a fact.
We're gonna let that go.
I don't even know
Word.
about them. I'm sorry.
That's why.
Hey,
Shut
cut
up.
his,
Just
hey,
keep
cut,
it pushing.
hey, cut his mic off.
That part, because
Don't try to take my
you
job.
don't do that just because you're the only person who
Nah,
don't
you
know
got it, you
about
got
it.
it,
But
you got
nah,
it, you
it's
got it.
a million people up there. It's so much different levels of content that they trying to play. That they
Yo,
trying
they
to
got
say
It's
mad
not
shit.
good.
Stuff
I'm
with
just saying
culture.
it's
Well,
not.
then maybe
It's
you
gonna get
just
up
not
there.
a house. It's
Yo,
gonna
you know
get
what's
up
crazy?
there.
It's just like when
It is.
nobody
No.
invested in Apple, and then if you would have invested a little bit into Apple, you would have been super up. But nobody
But
believed in
once
it.
again, when
Google,
Apple first
same
came
thing.
out, we ain't get
Amazon, nobody got into it.
the first Apple
until-
phone, bro. Come on, son.
Nah, but we was still Android out.
The
because
first Apple phone we didn't get.
that shit was still making.
Also, speaking of originality, Apple originality. They just keep
they know
They just keep
originality.
taking your stuff and giving you more cameras.
Well, no, not even that. They
Nah,
never.
this is my
been,
last one. I
They
ain't gonna
never
lie.
been original because the creator of Apple started off from creating with Samsung. They was both a company that was together, and then they
dipped
decided
off.
I'm gonna just go off and do that. But they mainframe from everything is a Android. So when everybody be like, "Oh, I can't FaceTime you, bro," it's fine. Don't worry about it. We don't need it. Instagram me.
Wait,
That's
what
it. I'm a Note 9. I'm a Galaxy. I don't care. And I worked for
Android
T-Mobile
gang.
for 4
Android
years.
gang.
All of y'all is suckers for those phones. Those phones don't do nothing, son. Nothing. All that iPhones are for simple, smart people. Simple people.
I just feel.
I was forced to
They
get
just
an
feel
iPhone.
special.
Nah, I
'cause
don't
it's
need
di-
it.
They just feel special because they can say they different.
I was fine with my Android at first.
They can't
but
even
then
say that.
I can't go back.
because you can't say FaceTime. Because you could Facebook call me, you can Instagram call me. That is gone.
Bro, we had Uvu
It's
way back in
gone.
it. Like, what you
Nah,
mean?
Uvu
Like,
died.
I know it died.
Bad.
But what is FaceTime besides that? It's just Uvu.
I don't like your reference.
It's
I
just
don't know.
Facebook.
I think.
I
I
just
think.
don't.
I think.
It's just Apple Uvu.
No, it's not.
That's all it is.
No, Apple
Ain't nothing
Uvu.
special.
no,
That's all
it's
it
not.
is. Apple
Ooh,
Uvu.
came in pixelated and shit.
Yes,
You know what
I'm like,
saying?
what you talking about? That sounds retarded.
Trash.
So
Super trash, right with the Zoom.
But at the time,
Get
it
you
wasn't
a-
trash.
Hell no,
At that
Zoom
time, it wasn't trash.
Zoom was trash.
When Uvu first came out, bro, we was all on it, loving it. Yo, bro.
I was never on
Yo, bro,
Uvu.
you didn't see?
I
Nigga,
was-
I was over here like this.
never
Nah,
up there.
That's like saying, y'all really want to go to Skonex and really do my thing over there. Oh yeah, like whoa,
Yo, I
what's
ain't
that?
never
Right?
had
No, I
Skonex,
remember
bro.
Skonex. That's where you can put like your high school.
I
You can add other people from other high schools.
Like yeah, let's go see
I was
my
up
MySpace
there.
is still
I
a
think I might
thing.
have been too. Don't say that.
No,
It
it's
is.
not.
I know it's
Nah, we
it's
really
a thing,
failed.
but it's
We
not a
really
thing.
failed, bro.
We
because
really
we
left
gotta
my
get
son
back
Tom,
into it.
bro.
We really fucked up.
we
If
really
Facebook
abandoned
sending
Tom,
us to
bro.
jail,
See the
Tom would have
originality.
never.
Nah, time is done.
Bro, Tom let
Nah,
us
we
design
gotta
our
bring him
own
You
back.
can't even
pages.
say you hate nothing. You can't even say you hate the weather.
Bro,
You gonna get
Tom let
blocked.
us design our own pages.
Bro, I was coding.
That was dope, bro.
I can't even put that
I
on
ain't
the
gonna lie.
resume no more.
I had SpongeBob.
I don't remember
I
how
had
to do it.
SpongeBob with the blunt. You
Mm-hmm. With the money coming down the
know what I'm
back.
saying?
Yo,
With T-Pain. Or
coming to the page.
With my
talking
top
about-
8.
the minute you come in my joint, top 8. No, your top 8 got you.
My top
They
eight,
got that
bro.
ass whooped. See, we need to go back,
gotta
man.
get you
I
to a
found
real
out one of my
fight.
boyfriends was cheating on me through a top 8. I was
Mhm.
yo
Right in front of you.
Homeboy,
We
no, he
made
lived
dumb
across-
decisions in the top
No,
8.
he that lived
Yeah.
across the street
Yeah,
from
who's
me,
number
so I
five,
looked right
bro?
out the window. Nigga switched me from number 1 to number 2, and Shorty put herself number 1. I looked out the window, and he watches this all the time. I'm not gonna say your name. I came across the street. It was like, oh really? I'm telling you, that
That's
shit got people
slick.
beat up.
Remember Ames?
No, I had a
Owned by-
two-way.
Hit you with the owned by.
Ames, yeah, that was my
Homegirl,
shit.
take your phone. Owned by Jessica.
And BBMs. I met Mark on
Nah.
BBM.
Yo, nah, BBM was crazy.
It was crazy. I never had a BlackBerry, and I was mad. And then
never
I
had
got
a
one when it was
Blackberry.
over.
I never had a Blackberry, right?
I go into the,
But I
I go into
still
the
managed
chats
to
and shit.
find
I'm like,
somebody
this
with
shit is
one,
dry as
so I
hell.
could BBM in there every
Everybody
night.
was lit getting,
Because yo,
getting money and shit
BBM was
from
the
that.
most intrusive, but not intrusive shit ever. Because it was like contact anybody.
No, but you needed to
But
have
see
my
what's
pen
up?
to have a conversation with me.
At one point in time, there were BBM groups, and it was just mad convo. Yo,
That's all it is now. It's
yo,
all it is-
if you in Linden, hit my line.
Yo.
People caught mad kills over BBMs. Let's not be. Yo,
You don't think Clubhouse is BBM? Yeah.
It's creating
Yeah.
fake stars.
I mean, I get
Yeah.
it, but it's not. BBM was a different type of beast. Like you could, even people who didn't want a BlackBerry was still like, damn, I want to get some of that BBM action.
And then I had my two-way
Yo,
ratio. Me
Yo,
and the
not gonna-
two-way.
alright, so I'm a little too young
Ooh,
to know
I
what a
had
two-way
it.
really about.
I had it.
My phone's always been two ways.
Nah, you annoying.
On and off.
Nah, remember when Nelly? Remember with that video Dilemma Nelly when Kelly pulled it out and how she was texting Nelly through a fucking Excel sheet. Nigga
Dilemma.
What two way she had Excel on it? Because I ain't
Dilemma's
had that. I'm
wild
not even gonna
toxic.
lie.
The entire Pros Dilemma is wild toxic.
What?
That
I'm
entire
not.
song. Entire song.
How that song go?
Watch the video again and just realize the entire thing bad.
She mad at him because he ain't cool.
He
but she
came
never
into
sent the
town
text
mad
message.
random. Just like, oh, what's up? She was like, oh, you cute.
That
Oh,
sound
him
like
and Kelly Rowland,
niggas.
I don't even like him.
Yeah.
In the middle of the street.
That sound like niggas.
Like, he was there for like 2 days. She was like, all right, I'm leaving, bye. Like, whoa.
I don't think that's what happened.
Let's have some conversation.
You were
Let's
dramatic.
break up with me for real.
That's dramatic.
She didn't. No, she was being dramatic.
No,
Sneaking out,
I
looking in the
remember
window
that
on rainy
happened.
nights.
okay.
How you love him already? He ain't do nothing for you.
But that's what it was back in the day. That's the problem now. Y'all need all this money and,
And
all
I need
this. I want
you.
to test the goods
Nah.
first. Nah.
Them words was definitely toxic.
love at
don't think
love
so.
at first
Because
sight
he-
is definitely
Niggas
a
say
trick,
that
bro.
shit now. They do.
Because they didn't realize it worked.
It don't work.
So why be original when you could just use what worked?
That's true.
That's why a lot of
that's
people.
how stuff
That's
works.
why originality.
That's how techniques get passed down.
That's not.
What?
That's how the techniques get passed down.
Wait.
What techniques?
The techniques of life.
This is the life.
What technique?
See, originality, right? See, I'm a little hot, but I'm not
Go
that
ahead,
hot.
because now you about to get on
I'm
your
not that
cotton
high.
mouth shit. Go ahead.
I'm not even. All right, so boom. Originality in terms of what we're
I had to
doing.
make sure it wasn't. Let me hit them corners.
No, you
real
know the
quick.
little Muppets?
said hit the
Cotton
corner.
mouth that be on Facebook? Those my niggas.
Oh nah, them niggas is funny.
Those my niggas. He about to get real. Go ahead.
All right, either way.
Go ahead, Dr. CB.
I'm crying. Not
Oh,
not
take
to
a sip,
see
man.
me. She messing with me. I'm sick of this.
I told you.
I'm sick of this. All right, either way.
Originality, come on.
Originality is kind of lost through our traditions as well.
Okay.
Because stuff gets passed down. With things getting passed down, we're not looking out to improve that shit. We're learning and we're doing just that. Mm-hmm. How could you be original if you're not allowing yourself to even express that? There is no when you're set like that, it's different.
And sometimes if you don't use it, you lose it. So if it's a tradition, if it's
That's
a family
true. That's
tradition,
true.
and you stop it, you gonna lose it by the
But
second generation.
traditions
Just
by
look at us.
default are the lack of originality.
But sometimes it's better to change things up versus keeping it the same all the time.
Right, which is why we want creativity.
Like, oh, yo, he's family. I know he's fucked up, but you know he's still family, so we gotta still keep. No,
And tradition told us to do that.
Right, and this is 2022.
Creatively speaking,
Niggas
get the
is
fuck
dumb.
out of here.
Yeah, it's about here.
But we did digress. I'm sorry.
No. I was listening. You was gonna lead me right to my point, but I'm a little confused though. How is it that it's something with the family? So the family tradition that nobody wrote, because where this is at, that we say we gotta follow it. So
It's more like
It's more like something that's in kind. It's kind of just in you.
They don't
you know what
talk
I'm saying?
about
Like,
it.
there's
It's just there.
There's
it's
things
an
that get passed
unspoken
down.
thing.
Yeah.
So it's technically not a tradition. That's a value that somebody created, and they're trying to pass that off to somebody and say that it's a tradition. But nowhere it says that we have to do.
And then they
any
probably
of these
being
things.
original in the while they giving you that, they putting their own little
So they're
spin
actually
to it.
being original. They're originally
Kinda,
coming
sorta.
up with their own value for something else to go, hey, like in this family,
Mm-hmm.
we're now gonna, take care of our cousins and so on and so
But
forth.
once we follow that value generation by generation without altering it, we're pretty much just following that same message. There's been no changes to it.
But that's what original is, being original.
That's not original. It once
Starting from-
was original. But
So
if
talking
you're not
about things
adding
that was
into
once
it,
original, right? Let's jump into music. I feel like there's a lot of things going on right now with music, like drum. What you call it? Drill music. Drill music. All it is just samples being redone. So you two are like music people. I probably know bits and pieces. Samples. What exactly is a sample?
all right. So, in layman's terms, a sample is just an older piece of work that's been taken and used to make a new piece of work. Mm-hmm. And I actually don't mind samples within a context.
Okay.
It's like if you're taking that and you're taking some of the words or a nice part of the song. Like there was a song a while ago.
So wait, is a sample when I hear sample, I'm hearing the song. Like for example, that I always go back to is Biggie when Diddy came to Biggie with that before he did what the hell was that damn song that he sampled from Juicy Fruit when he took the original and then he brought it and he basically sampled that but still created like and it like
new,
altered
original,
it.
yeah.
So that's what I hear when I hear sample.
It's a proper sample,
but not the words. So from what I know from sample is you taking a beat.
It's a that Mary J. It's a Mary J. song where they took the whole
From Be Love. Yeah, I know. What you're talking
I was
about.
like that. I was like, what the?
I mean, a lot of people don't know the song with Mary and Method Man was originally a song with Method Man by himself, and then they redid it and then put her on it.
So a remix and a sample. I wanna make this so simple so that I could get into this point. A sample, we agree, is you taking somebody's music from whatever time period and now you're just it's being redone,
keeping that same beat,
probably
that flow,
being
that melody,
up tempo. You're
right.
speeding it up, slowing it down, adding more to it, probably taking away from it, and then now that's that. Basically, taking a piece of this for me to help to create this. So therefore, it's no longer original. That's a sample, right?
Correct.
Now remix. What's a remix?
A remix is pretty much taking the entire premise of the song and then just putting your own spin on it.
Adding somebody else.
Or just your own verse.
It's pretty much just me going, all right, I like what you did, and I like what you had. I want to take what you had and see what I can do with it.
So, but you still keep the original person, correct?
Yes.
So this is an agreement that we're like, okay,
it's a feature.
So for example, Diddy done remixed that damn song 5 times that we keep hearing on the radio.
But there's a remix and a remake.
No, he remixed it 5 times.
Can't you do something after a certain amount of time?
But it's his shit.
I was saying, like, there's a remix and there's a remake. A remix is kind of just like adding more to what already exists, but a remake is just like,
so that's,
I took your idea and I just did that shit again.
I forgot the name of the song, but it's playing now. I think it's she don't want your love or something like that.
He did it for Missing
Or Move
You.
On. So no, but I'm talking about this particular track that he started. It was him and Bryson Tiller. That he went on and then he did the female version. So you have Ashanti and you have Carisha, and then they now have it with Tory Lanez and Fabulous. But the one that's with Carisha and what's her name? Ashanti, the beat is completely different. Right. But all the rest of them are the same. That's remixing. We agree.
So I don't know the Carisha song. I mean, I probably do, but
you've heard it.
I've heard
you know
it,
how
probably...
she offbeat talk about we together real bad and all that. And I'm like, why did he do this? But love and make you do some crazy things. First of all, you get me a truck, I get up there and rap too. I shut the fuck up, but you ain't got to worry about it.
Maybe she said that.
Get her a truck. She ain't say what kind of truck.
I need it.
Pull up with the Tonka, like, yo,
the
get in the
Tonka truck.
studio.
Here you go. Right across the table.
Wrong bitch.
Shut up.
Try again. So that's considered a remix or whatever, or remake. What other terms are there in music? Because I find everybody's complaining that drill music is just taking all these original songs that had substance, but even the original songs aren't even original. As we pointed out, they got sampled from shit back in the day. But what I'm trying to figure out right now is that there seems to be like a lot of issues with certain people. Like you'll hear the same song like 4 or 5 times. Like I feel like maybe when like 106 in Park was around, you'll hear somebody with one beat of a song and then 6 niggas went and did a remix to it. Like Busta Rhymes will go do one, Ludacris will go do.
Wayne's gonna do.
You get what I'm saying? So what's the difference of that to like a lot of what they're doing now?
I think it's because they're not being included, and that's a lot of the
like there's no communication.
No communication.
It feels dishonest. It feels like.
And then when they make this song, I'm not sure how it goes if they're calling, if they're hitting their people up, because if I make a song and then somebody else make the song, I'm not gonna be me personally. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm gonna be like, oh, all right, that's what's up.
But I also want to point out back in the day, right, with the people you mentioned, Busta, you know what I'm saying, Luda, all of them, their songs sounded unique to them when they did the remix. So even when they did the remix to your song, it was the remix to your song with their style. The problem with today's artists, they all sound the same. So
that's not the problem I'm trying to get to.
When they're remixing that song, all voices sound the same. They sing
I feel like a remix.
So they're pretty much making the same song.
I feel like a remix again is you ask. There's a line of communication between you and a person.
It should be some
so back in the
yes.
days when we had CDs and we used to listen to CDs,
like, yo, bro.
It'll be the same beat, right? But every artist went in. Examples, freestyles. You're gonna freestyle, and it's the same beat. Right?
Yeah.
But these artists were in communication. They probably had to submit it to wherever they had to submit it to. That's not what's happening right now. That's two different things. It's a communication thing where you do music, correct? Mm-hmm. Do you have any say-so in any type of music?
Yeah, I mean, I got a few songs.
I actually got Muchie on like 2 tracks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got I
So let's say both of y'all, right, meet each other. Y'all probably go to the studio or y'all met each other someplace, right? You got a song. Yeah. Let's say your song been circulating for a year and a half, whatever the case may be. You like the song, right? And you like, oh, y'all communicate, whatever the case may be. And let's say you like, yo, I want to work with him. You want to work with him, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all meet up again, but the same song that he told you he liked, he went and did. But he's popping.
And he got more lit than me.
Yes.
So now
what is that?
So
and how does that work? And
for me,
why
that's kind of shady, right? Because it's like when I made the song, I took all the proper steps to make that song. Mm-hmm. So for instance, when I go into a booth, I pay for them beats.
You may have taken the proper steps, but did you take the proper steps?
I didn't. I just went and I just did it, whoop-de-whoop, and
so then now is it that this person no longer being original? Because how do y'all get beats? Because like for example, the Brooklyn's Balance beat, I bought that beat. Right. That my homeboy rapped on.
Shout out to my boy Nuisance, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely Nuisance.
Shout out to Nuisance. So we got a beat maker, you know, somebody can actually make beats.
And I wanted to, make sure that stood there. It was explained to me like, hey, once you have over this many plays and this many spins or whatever, you can lease the beat, you can buy the beat, whatever the case was. I wanted to make sure that I took it serious enough to go, hey, if I'm giving you this, because don't get me wrong.
So you bought the Brooklyn Balance beat?
Yes, the beat is a sample.
Okay. Like
somebody took certain sounds and put it together and sampled multiple things and created an original beat, and I bought this. So now when Mo went and rapped on the track, this is my track. So if I hear anybody do this, like only I can, yes, only I can go, you know what, it's season 3 and I want to remix this intro. Let me call who I want to call, but I'm definitely not sending you the beat. Because I bought it. We're going to have to be in the presence. You're going to have to figure something out. You get what I'm saying? Like,
so if you let me, I have a actual scenario, actual situation that we've been in, right? Because Mooch is a part of my music group.
Right.
Strong Verse.
Verse. Shout out to
when we went to the studios, you know what I'm saying? I've been recording a couple songs. I have all my beats purchased. I keep all my beats. I let them hear it. There's been a couple songs that they go, yo, I want to.
What's the average price for a beat? You don't want to know how much I pay for mine.
Honestly, it all depends.
Hearing y'all's is cheaper.
Sometimes I get them for a package. I get them for a package sometimes. What? And I got. You
probably got all types of stipends and all.
I got a package deal, 200
beat and all that
for 50.
Okay.
And the reason why I bought that is because I figured no matter how you split that, I'm gonna get my money back.
So what's the maximum? Like if you could give me a roundabout.
The most I've ever spent on a beat, I've spent $85 on the beat.
What's the highest a beat can go to?
They can be 200.
No, they go up there. I saw some shit for 2,000.
Like the big people, they charge racks, 10 racks.
How much a beat?
20 racks.
How much? Around that?
Yeah.
What you said again?
Like people like Hitman, like Hitmaker.
I don't care about that. I need the number.
They charge them like 20, 30, 40 racks.
Okay, so the minimum is what?
Minimum is $10.
10 to
10 to 40K.
40K.
Got you. So now my next thing is, after you do that, so you say you took the proper steps. How would you know if he ain't take the proper steps? Like, how do y'all know if somebody didn't purchase this
I feel
beat?
like it depends on how you had the conversation in the beginning.
How do you know that this beat that you're rapping on right now, that somebody out in the world did not purchase this beat?
Oh, I don't know.
Is there any way to ever know that?
Until you hear it, if they blow up and you hear it, like, oh, that's my beat.
I mean, you check your receipts. If you buy a beat,
and you could, I'm not sure. You can probably check your
terms for it. Sometimes it's a multiple term beat. So you really can't be mad as long as that
if you lease it,
purchase rates, it's fine. But if you buy a beat and you hear that somewhere else, you have all rights to go and pursue that. Because they actually stole your beat.
And who are you pursuing? Are you going to the producer
the producer because you gave my beat out.
Artist.
If you bought it,
you pursue the artist because the artist made the project.
You be like, yo,
and then if you find out that the producer,
so you're saying go to the producer, and you're saying go to the artist,
because the artist is the one that made the work. You go to the person who actually makes the work. and then you find out that they got it because the producer gave it to them, you had the same producer, then you deal with that producer.
So now, what if y'all don't have the same producer? What
It's
if,
just
what if I
artists.
grab a beat off of YouTube and I just come in here and go, yo, I got some shit for this?
I feel like,
But can somebody
you can
recreate
talk
your
about
beat?
it. They can, but it has to be different enough that it can establish its own body.
All you gotta do is take one
Nah,
drum 3 out
it
and
has
put
to be
drum
more
4
than that.
in.
Nah, I think it's like a
has to be more
certain
than that.
amount. It's certain numbers.
If-
Probably got like
if the
5
melody-
differences.
If the melodies can be sang together, then your beat is too close.
So look at Beyonce, right? Before I Let Go, right?
It's a sample.
Right.
It's a sample.
And
It's
she cleared
different.
all right.
A
No,
sample,
I'm not. I'm.
a sample
I
has
know
to
that's
get
already
cleared.
Right, but go ahead.
clear.
Use the example. Go ahead.
So like she recreated. Well, she got that beat recreated completely. Do you think she can go and say somebody else? Oh, I'm upset that somebody else used this beat and
Yes.
freestyle.
Once she recreated that beat, that was a different beat.
No, I'm saying if somebody recreate the beat that she created, that she from that.
Right. She paid for that though. She paid to use that.
So if somebody recreate the beat
They have
that
to
she
pay
already,
for the original.
so they gotta go talk to.
Yeah.
the,
So no, if you all right, so boom. If you now started off with my piece of work and you're taking my piece of work and turn it into your piece of work, you have to pay me for that basis. That's where you started at. You
I don't
pay
know
me for
about
using
that. So that's why I was
That's
just
how that
saying like
works.
that's how it seems
Because
like to me.
When she made that new beat, it was technically a new beat under a new name. That is now her beat. It's either faster or slower, whatever's changed
Yeah,
on it.
it's definitely
it's
faster.
forever going to be changed on it.
She put a little boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Boom.
So
So
when you-
now, my question is, if you and somebody else have the same beat that's sampled, and let's say that this is an open beat, this is something that's on YouTube, and you and somebody else both have this, right? And you guys may or may not have had a conversation, but a concept that you had may seem like it may or may not be similar to another concept that somebody has. Now, is it considered stealing, or is it considered, hey, all I did was I'm basic,
That's probably
like,
free game.
okay,
If it's not bar for bar, I can't be mad at you. Like
Right.
if it's an open beat and we both have the same beat and then we just happen to start off the same or end up the same, I can't be too upset.
you
because
being
your
the
bars are
original
different.
person, or you being the person that made it?
You being the person that made it. As the person that made it, you can only be so upset because it's like unless literally you go and you're like, yo, that's my line, that's my line, that's my line. Then you can be upset because he actually stole your work.
So now, even if somebody does or doesn't do that, like now me looking from
But look at Panda, right? With Lloyd Banks,
Right.
designer. He
not
made.
a Lloyd Banks fan, I'm not gonna lie.
Think about it, right?
But I'm just saying, as far as just that beat, just that,
The
just
beat is fine.
he took a beat from made it way more popping than what Banks originally had it. You feel me? Nobody even, to me, I didn't even know Banks had that.
A lot of
beat.
people not going to know.
So like, you know what I'm saying? And I thought I was a good Lloyd Banks fan, but I was like, damn, I never heard this song. And then when I heard his song, I'm like, oh, that shit fire, but that shit killed it. You feel me?
Yeah. So I feel like the last point that I want to get into to make is if that's the case, right? Let's say I see that this is, happening a lot. There was a situation who somebody did tell me about, and fortunately Beans is not here. I don't know. I can't remember the exact situation, but I know that Diddy and Drake had a situation, which was why Diddy had slapped Drake.
Then he slapped him or some shit. Like
Yes, it had something to do with somebody taking a song.
Oh no, he gave a song to he took a song. He took I forgot what song it was, but
I don't know neither. I couldn't even remember this.
Damn, I
But
forgot.
in those instances, right, whatever it is, Drake got the song, Drake made it better, or so on and so
So
forth.
did he got a jukebox?
Yes. So now, like in that situation now, who has the right to be mad? Is there any parties that should be upset? Is there any party that should actually be bringing it out? Like bringing it up at this point? Because I do feel like it's not something to be brought up. Hey, you lost it. You may not have followed the proper procedures. So be it, let it go. To me, it's all about the follow-up. I feel like it's the follow-up. If that's what's keeping you going and it's not doing well, but it's everything else that you do after that.
I feel like it's a pride thing, especially in a situation like that. It's also like that's I did that. Why would you go and put your tweets on my stuff? You know what I'm saying? That's more so just an artist wanting to be an artist.
I think that's where egos come in, and there's lack of communication.
That's the artist ego, where it's like you want to be the only one to do it, but at the end of the day, it's too many people doing it for you to be the only one to do it.
That's why I always say originality is dead. Everybody needs to figure out something else to do. We don't need all these rappers out here. We don't need all these other people out there. It's a waste of fucking time, if you ask me. Find something else to do. Sometimes it may not just be for you. At what point, like, do you hang it up as an artist? If you out here arguing with somebody over some shit, a fucking song, people getting shot for less.
If you doing it for cash, find another job. If you're doing it for fame, find another job. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're doing it for the art,
sorry, I was Googling.
if you do it for the art, then you follow your art. You feel me?
Right.
It was 0 to 100.
0 to 100.
But I can't see
Diddy doing that every year.
If you follow, if this is something that's really true to you, if you really love the music, if you really love the whatever art you're doing, whether it be acting or whatever, if you really love that, then do it. But if you sitting here and you only here for the bread, only here for the fame, and it's not rocking for you, then leave. It's not here for you.
I think what I'm gonna end this out on is everybody is trying to do something. What I've learned growing up is keep your eyes on your own plate. Don't steal stuff off of other people's plate. You may not know what that person did to get that or whatever the case may be. And if you do realize that it's an issue or may not have been an issue, communicate. That's the thing that most people are missing now. Have a conversation. Speak. How did we get here? I did not know. I wasn't aware. But the more that we continue to not do that, the more it's going to continue to be a problem, and then it's going to result in unnecessary stuff. But again, keep your own eyes on your own plate. Don't steal from other people's plates to fill up your plate and go from there. But thank you guys for watching this episode of Brooklyn's Balance. We're out.
Easy.